Somebody come get 'em. They're too old for TikTok.
Hello and welcome to Too Old for TikTok. It is June, such a lovely month.
Happy June.
And thank you. Happy June to you. I think the burning question on all of our listeners' minds is give us an Old Navy update. Have the packages arrived? Has customer service helped you? Tell us everything, Catalina.
The answer would be the packages have arrived to my childhood home. Actually, one has yet to arrive. Customer service has not helped me. I did, however, send a handwritten card, priority mail, to the address, telling them to please leave it with the neighbors. However, then I found out that those neighbors went to Oregon this week, and I didn't put my phone number in the card.
Can I also just say that you sent me and Sarah a screenshot of the letter you wrote, and we both thought that you wrote a handwritten letter to Old Navy, like headquarters, not to your childhood home's address. That was funny.
I sent a photograph, Dina, but yes, I did not. I would have loved to send a handwritten card to Old Navy, simply begging them for really any solution to this issue. But yeah, right now we're at an impasse, so hopefully I'll have a better update next week.
You know what? That just reminds me. I'm starting to get a lot of like wedding TikToks, of course. And I saw someone who had extra wedding invitations mail them to like corporations she liked. So, you know, if she liked Old Navy, she would send an invite. So I wonder, I haven't gotten an update on TikTok. I wonder if she got free shit from that.
I've seen people do things like that to like, they'll send it to like Barack Obama. And then they'll get some sort of, it's basically like sending fan mail.
Right, yeah.
And then you get, I remember when we were younger, I think as a classroom activity, we had to write to a celebrity. And
we did that too.
Who did you write to?
I think Derek Jeter. And we wrote to the Yankees because they had won the World Series in third grade.
I wrote to Tara Lipinski.
I love that so much. Was the Olympics on? Probably.
It was probably, when she was a 13-year-old ice skater.
Thriving, yeah.
And I received a signed photograph.
That's great. Oh, that reminds me.
It was pre-signed.
Of course, but I wrote an essay about Bob Barker in college, and my grandma sent it to Bob, and I also got a signed photograph, but it was not pre-signed. He said, "Loved your essay."
That's so kind. May he rest in peace. Although, was he a creep?
I mean, you know, he had the Barker's beauty, and I think there were some allegations against him, but I don't know what happened with that.
You are number one Price is Right fan over here.
I don't think I'm number one, but I'm top 1%.
Are you a Drew Carey Price is Right fan?
I liked Bob better. I did. But Drew's fine.
He's doing his work.
He is.
How about you, Dina? Any updates in your world?
Yes. Okay. I spent over 3 hours of my life last night watching the Netflix documentary Dancing for the Devil. It's the story of the 7M TikTok cult. Okay. Did you remember any of this happening on TikTok in like 2001?
Dina, trace back what you just said. 2001?
Yeah.
There was no TikTok.
Yes, there was.
In the year 2001.
Oh, sorry, 2021. Oh my god, I thought you were going crazy, but I'm the crazy one.
2001, like Mariah Carey's Glitter came out and the Twin Towers fell.
Sorry, I meant I dropped a 2. I meant 2021.
Wow, I can't believe the death glare you just gave me. Claiming
I thought you were
the internet
crazy.
was barely born then.
Okay, excuse my mistake.
Okay.
Do you remember this story? It was in the news, and I didn't remember this at all. We're not on the dancing side of TikTok.
No.
So, but yeah, there was a bunch of articles about it. But anyway, this documentary was so good, so disturbing.
Can you give me a quick summary of what happened?
Very quick summary. Okay, there are 2 sister dancers, Miranda and Melanie Wilking.
Okay.
And one of the sisters, Miranda, joined a cult. It was the Shekinah Church. So basically, this girl joins the Shekinah Church with a bunch of other TikTok dancers.
Shekinah?
Shekinah.
Okay. Oh, they have 4.7 stars on Google.
Well, that's fake. But this cult leader, who was the head of the church, formed 7M Management Company because all these dancers joined the church and was stealing money from them. But this sister, Miranda, she's still in the cult. And so some of the dancers are still inside, but a lot of the interviews were with dancers who got out of the cult. Then they go back to people who had been in the cult for 20 years and got out. A lot of it follows this Wilking family. The mom and the dad are still trying to get her daughter out. Her sister is trying to get her out. So I went down
So it's a Christian
rabbit hole.
church that
Correct.
is a cult.
Yep.
And a bunch of TikTok dancers joined it.
Correct.
Wow. And now there is a Netflix
Documentary
about it. Do you know anyone who worked on it?
No, I don't actually. Yeah, I was watching the credits. Usually the documentary world is small, but I didn't recognize any of the names. But
Curious.
I thought it was good. It was very gripping, very disturbing. I mean,
There
it's so sad.
is an alleged cult in Columbus that's one of these like Christian cults. It used to be called Xanos. I think Xanos. Wait, hold on. Columbus. Xenos. I'm so sorry. There's a website called xenosisacult.com, and it was a Christian, or is a Christian church, but it was rebranded because of all the church allegations. It's a non-traditional, cult allegations. It's a non-traditional, non-denominational, institutional cell church system, which is centered on home church activities, but now it's been rebranded as Dwell Community Church, and my landlord is a part of it.
Why does that not surprise me? That someone close
I don't
to you is a part of
care.
it? Yeah.
Whatever.
Right, of course. I mean, as long as they're okay. But
He's not
this
trying to get
cult
me to go to
leader-
church.
That's great. Basically, this cult leader said that they should cut off all ties to the family. So they had lost touch for many, many years. But then it was a backlash because the family took to TikTok and was like, the other sister you used to see dancing my videos is in this cult and we need to get through to her. So then there's actually recordings from the cult leader saying, oh, you need to make sure you go like see your family for show, but still be like emotionally detached. So this girl, Miranda, who's in the cult still, like just went to her sister's wedding. So they're not estranged, but it's just for show. It's just for the social media. Like the family still can't get through to her.
Is she still dancing on TikTok?
Yes, and very interesting. I obviously stalked her TikTok. Her comments are either off or super limited because I expected everyone to be commenting like, get out of the cult. I just saw the documentary. Everything must be deleted like very quickly, and the comments are just super limited.
Interesting.
So it's not good.
But she didn't join the cult because of TikTok. It's just someone who had a TikTok platform became part of a cult.
Correct. But also this cult leader used TikTok when it was, during the pandemic and when dancing was really big on TikTok to start making money and coerce these artists who, moved to LA and were looking for a community. So he preyed on these artists who did well on TikTok.
So he recruited through TikTok.
Not through TikTok. I think he recruited, it was this girl, Miranda, who's the sister that's still in the cult, started dating another TikTok dancer celebrity, and they're both in the cult together. His name is B-Dash. I don't know. I don't remember how he joined the cult, if he was recruited or just, found this guy or found the church. I don't remember.
Well, that's fascinating. I might have to give that a little watchy.
Give it a little watchy. It's pretty good.
What's been on your algorithm this week, Dina?
My algorithm doesn't know me anymore because it thinks I'm a member of Equinox.
It's because of New York.
It is probably because
Equinox
of New York.
is New York culture.
It's New York culture, but not my New York culture. So I got several videos about Equinox changing their skincare line. They apparently used to have Kiehl's, and now they went with Grown Alchemist. There's a video by Zoe.Daily.
The way that Equinox went about this switch, the way that they just pulled the rug from underneath us, like Tuesday I enjoyed a gorgeous yoga class followed by a beautiful steam and shower, moisturized to the gods with Kiehl's products. Wednesday I go in and I'm Everyone is appalled. The front desk people can't even talk about it. And we're just supposed to lay down and roll ourselves in mosquito candle? I'll be damned. I will be damned. I'm canceling my membership. I'm finding a nice yoga studio, and I'm going to invest in better products now that I'm saving $400 a month not paying for this gym membership. Like, go get yourself a matching set and everything will be okay, but do not use Grown Alchemist.
So a lot of these people are saying they're going to cancel the gym membership. I saw another video that said they have a very extreme allergy to peanuts, and this Grown Alchemist product has peanuts in it. So if she goes to shower at Equinox, she'll just get an allergic reaction. So that's why this girl is canceling her membership. What drama.
That is so interesting as well, because it seems like it would not be a good product idea to put peanuts in your body wash because of the proliferation of nut allergies in the world.
I agree.
And I don't think that people with nut allergy, or maybe actually no, maybe they are looking at labels. I don't really know what happens topical versus ingesting a nut.
Well, topical, this one particular TikToker said she gets very bad hives.
Oh, curious. What is the price point? I mean, the price point looks pretty similar to Kiehl's. So,
right, but I guess it was just the lack of communication in which they just switched the products randomly one day. Like Kiehl's was out and Grown Alchemist was in.
It's funny, maybe they weren't thinking people were brand loyal to Equinox because of Kiehl's.
Well, yeah, this is great PR for Kiehl's.
I remember Flywheel, that cycling place that might have gone out of business, used Malin and Goetz. How do you pronounce that one? Malin and Goetz.
That sounds like a different language.
Oh,
I have no idea what you're talking about.
It's a you would recognize the bottles. It's from somewhere.
Yeah, you made me go to Flywheel once and you said, "Oh, your score doesn't need to be on the screen." Like, you sign me up and you're like, "Oh yeah, it'll be private." And then mine and your scores were like the only ones on the screen. I was so
I think yours might have been I think yours might have been the only one, because mine didn't register. And so you were
so mad. Last place.
Malin and Goetz is from somewhere. It's from the Chelsea neighborhood of New York City.
Well, okay.
I know that they're not vegan or something. I remember that, or they have, I don't know. But Kiehl's at a gym always makes me think of the Broad City episode where they try to shower at Solstice, and Alana is she's like, "Ooh, they have Kiehl's," and she's putting all the Kiehl's into a plastic bag that she's carrying with her. So that's why people are upset about no more Kiehl's.
Got it.
I actually recently threw away a Kiehl's mask that I bought in the year 2018, like a clay mask. I put it on my face.
Smart. They go bad.
Well, I put it on my face, and then I started Googling, can masks go bad? And then I realized my face was I was a little irritated.
Ooh, okay. Well, something else that came up on my algorithm that restores my faith in the algorithm knowing me is a video about Beyonce. We've highlighted this user before. I love her. She's great. It's a video by IM_KJ Miller.
I saw a TikTok, someone theorizing that Beyonce is going to host a festival for Cowboy Carter instead of a tour, like her own music festival. And Beyonce, I'm not a festival girly. Please don't do this to me. Beyonce, I don't want to be in the desert. I don't want to be in the desert. I don't want to be in the mud. I don't want to be on concrete. Beyonce, I'm 37, okay? I have a mortgage. I fully understand you want us to come to you, and I'm happy to do that, okay? But Vegas has a million different places where you could reside, okay? You could reside there, and we could come to you, and then we would all be in air conditioning, and we would all be seated and comfortable. And please just don't make me come to the desert, Beyonce. Because the thing is, if you say you're gonna host a festival, obviously I'm gonna come. Obviously, I can't not come. I'm going to be there, Beyonce, but please don't do this to me, okay? I love you. Please don't do this to me.
I could not agree more. This is absolutely me. I don't want to be going to a festival in mud, but again, I would. I think I'm in the same line of thought.
My festival days are, I don't want to say they're entirely behind me, but my tolerance for a mud festival is very much behind me. The other day, I saw a festival next to my house. I live next to the old soccer stadium, and we looked up what it was, and it was like an EDM festival, and the headliner was Tiesto.
Oh.
And I thought, I know Tiesto. So then I started Googling, or not Googling, like playing Tiesto songs on Spotify. I really don't know any Tiesto songs. I would have thought that I knew Tiesto.
I would have thought I would know Tiesto too.
Their songs, but none of his recent work, none of the recent Tiesto repertoire is in my body of knowledge.
And none worth sinking in the mud or being very hot and sweaty.
No.
And just in a crowd of people.
Also, once after the last music festival I went to, I had an artist wristband. So I got to be like driven around in a golf
VIP.
cart.
Oh
and
my
VIP.
God, that's a dream.
Drinks were free, air conditioned bathrooms. You think that I want to go slum it in the mud and pay
No.
$12 for a tall boy? Absolutely not.
No. Mm-mm. Okay, well, Beyonce, I hope you have a regular tour or, air condition like this content creator says. What's been on your For You page, Catalina?
I have a creator who, I guess this could have also been a content creator spotlight. I really like his videos. He does comedy content, and his name is probably his first and last name. It's Brett_Newsty. And this is a video where he's doing impressions of people who think they have terrible luck but are just experiencing normal inconveniences.
Oh my god. You know the kale I bought 3 weeks ago? Yeah, well, it went bad. Like, this would happen to me. Oh yeah, and I'm sure you'll be shocked to find out who got another ticket for an expired parking meter. Can I get one break? Got an Uber. It is... He just canceled on me. He just canceled the ride. Wow, God really does have favorites, and hey, I'm not one of them. So, oh, guess who has to go in 20 minutes early to work tomorrow for a team meeting? Who did I piss off in another life to deserve this? Oh my God, I didn't even tell you this. Yesterday, I get in my car after work, guess what? 20 miles until empty. So yeah, guess who had to get gas on their way home from work last night? I'm like, these things don't happen to other people. Like, this is like, who is out to get me? Like,
What do you think of this video, Dina?
I laughed at, I think there was what about like Uber, like Uber canceled on me.
Like, oh my God.
The whole day is ruined. But I like that it's a parody because it just makes me think that I need to, be more gracious, have more gratitude for the little things that go right in the day.
It actually just reminded me of you complaining about your sweet green salad not being ready 5 minutes ahead of the time it was supposed to be ready.
Wait, my sweet green update is...
Oh, yeah.
Well, I was supposed to get a credit and I was supposed to get a reward in my account because of the cilantro gate.
Right.
But I still don't see a reward in my account. So
Do get in touch with Dina and I, listeners. And actually, Ashley, friend of the pod, I believe was riding a Lime scooter. So she was not charged. But Dina, Ivan, and our friend Sam and I were all charged $25 fee. Oh no, you weren't.
I was?
No.
Oh, okay.
You weren't.
I wasn't charged.
You were with Ben. Never mind. Delete this part.
Great. I'm glad I don't.
I was just trying to get you
customer service.
I know. I was just
rep.
trying to get you a
me
refund.
$25.
I was trying to get you a refund.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Excellent.
Let's move on to food. Catalina, you sent this great video.
Okay,
By
yes.
Little Fat Boy Frankie.
Turning American classics Asian. Domino's Pizza.
Classic, so good.
As a kid, one of the things I would always daydream about was starting my own scallion pancake pizza chain. Like, imagine you walk in, you can choose between like a regular scallion pancake, which is more thin crust, or you could do like a thick boy and go for a yeasted scallion pancake, which is what I'm making here. And then you could do so many fun pizza sauces. Like, I feel like my signature sauce would probably be like this creamy chili crunch tomato sauce, but I could also imagine doing like a scallion ginger pesto or like a soy and rosemary glazed drizzle. Oh, that'd be so good. And wow, look at that pizza. It has a lapchang, ricotta, has a little drizzle of chili oil and honey and fresh herbs. And if Domino's is based off of a domino, then I had to call my pizzeria Mahjong's. And I just felt like I could not make the pizza boxes Mahjong tiles. Imagine getting a pizza delivery and getting this like giant Mahjong tile with your pizza in it. It's so Asian dad coded. I love it.
Well, first of all, this really spoke to me because you love Domino's. And I have a soft spot in my heart for Domino's. If I have to have one of those types of pizzas, like super chain pizza, it's going to be Domino's. That's who I'm picking. Sparrow, get out of here. Little Caesars, I tried it. Papa John's, no thank you. Domino's, thin crust, pepperoni, it's pretty good. And then you get to watch the little time machine go by. So this user...
Wait, before you get into moving past Domino's, I had Domino's this past weekend at Angela's house. I ordered it late night, and I was shocked because Angela doesn't really like meat. She's not a vegetarian. So I said, oh, I'll get a veggie pizza. And she said, no, I like the barbecue chicken pizza from Domino's.
That's
on
on brand. That's on brand for her.
It is, and then it is because she used to like the chicken and broccoli slices in college.
From what's the place?
Ray's,
yeah.
Okay, but it was the first time I had it from Domino's.
Dina.
It was so good.
No.
Okay, and then I was tracking like every 45 seconds I hit refresh to track. And I was upset because it said it's 1 minute away, but then the tracker said the car was 23 minutes away. So I took a screenshot. I said, oh, maybe I'll write to customer service about this.
Did you?
But I'm not going to. No, because it was a lovely experience. I had the Domino's was great, and I was just happy to
So
have
it was
Domino's.
just like, was it the thin crust or the regular thickness of the crust?
Which one?
The Domino's.
barbecue was?
Yeah.
Oh, I got a lot of pies. I got varying
But the
things.
chicken one.
Regular, hand-tossed.
I don't know. I would try it. So long as that's not the
It was
only
good.
one. So long as that's not
Yeah,
the
there was
only
variety.
one. One time we went to Ray's Pizza, the one on St. Mark's, right? Or
St. Mark's, yeah.
And we got the famous Angela's Preference chicken and broccoli pizza. And this is actually like when they comment on TikTok things, you don't need to share everything. I dropped it on the ground and then I ate it.
Well, because you were not sober. Let's add that.
I know, but that's so gross.
Yeah, I would never. I once got a concussion in Ray's. Was laughing and I hit my head against the wall so hard. We had some times there.
What was the pizza place in Union Square that was closed for a health violation?
It's like a Joe's Pizza, but I think it was Amici or something.
Yeah, I went
like
there.
that.
Yeah, I think it was Amici. I went there once and got that the ziti pizza, which is already just go home at that point. And I just dropped it on myself, and I ruined a shirt with the ziti pizza.
Did you eat it off your shirt?
Probably. I mean, if I ate Ray's pizza off the fucking floor,
disgusting.
then I probably
repulsed.
ate Amici ziti pizza off
your
my shirt.
Okay, well, let's get back to this video because he creates scallion pancake pizza.
Oh my God, yes. So what he does is he says he's turning Domino's Pizza Asian and he's making a scallion pancake pizza. And then in the end, one of the most impressive parts was that he created a box for it as well. And so he created a Mahjong box because he was saying, like, this would be my fast food brand and then this would be the design. And I want this man to start this company.
Yes, me too. The scallion pancake pizza is a genius idea. I would eat it.
I already
all the
love
time.
scallion pancakes. So you're taking an amazing, delicious thing. It is objectively tastier on its own than pizza dough. You know, like...
You think scallion pancakes are objectively better than pizza?
No, I said...
Okay, that would be a hot take.
I said, on its own, a scallion pancake is tastier than pizza dough on its own.
Than pizza dough?
Yes, because the scallion
of
pancake
course,
is the base, and then they're putting toppings. So what you're doing is you're getting a better tasting base, and then you're putting toppings on it. Okay.
Yes, agreed.
So we're in agreement. This is not a hot take.
In agreement. Also, this weekend we were playing Kings, and one of the things is you have to say a hot take. So I gave the hot take that was started at your bachelorette. I said, Jesus has arthritis.
It's not a hot take.
It was such a crowd pleaser. Everyone loved it, and you had to either agree or disagree, and it was 5-4.
You know, okay.
5-4, by the way, 5 people disagreed, 4 agreed.
At the age 33, I would probably disagree.
Well, he was a carpenter, but what about all those pictures of him holding his hands?
I mean...
and it's not pictures, paintings.
Yeah, it's all paintings. What a night you had, King's Cup and Domino's Pizza.
Well, that's what happens when you go to Angela's house where she has 3 children.
Oh, I was actually thinking it sounded like very eventful, but okay.
It was.
I just want to clarify for our listeners that the Jesus has arthritis hot take was because of a game called Slip It In, where you're supposed to have a random phrase that you need to slip into conversation, and that was the random phrase. So this wasn't like, I don't want people to think that one of us genuinely walks around being like, my hot take is that Jesus had arthritis. Although the more we talk about,
I Walker, yeah, it's my hot take.
and now the more that we talk about it, the more it seems feasible. I have arthritis.
Exactly. And you're what, 35?
Right? And like modern medicine, I'm vaccinated, you know, like he probably had a harder life than me in terms of like physical
He was a
stuff.
carpenter.
Right?
Of course.
Right?
Yeah.
Right? Wow. You really are a Jew who loves Jesus.
No,
You're a
let's
Jew
not
for
go that
Jesus.
far. Let's not spread those rumors at all. Well, maybe I could start my own cult and I'll have a documentary
Called
series
Jesus Had
made about
Arthritis.
us.
But Slip It In, I saw on the internet recently, either TikTok or one of the other platforms I consume, that they created a legitimate game of Slip It In that you can buy cards.
Fun fact. Good to know.
I like our game better, and it's free.
Moving on to New York City TikTok, we have a great audio by Taryn Delaney Smith about directions.
I've said it before, but I'm going to say it again because I feel like you guys didn't hear me the first time. If I'm trying to meet up with you, do not tell me you are north, south, east, or west of something. Okay? Respectfully, I don't know. I don't know what that is, and I'm tired of being ashamed that I don't. I have spent no time in a crow's nest of a pirate ship. I don't know how long you've been at sea, but I've been here in New York City. We use the landmarks to find things. How close are you to Nordstrom? That's all I need to know. Do you see the man that sells taxidermied ferrets off the A train, or do you not see him? That informs me as to where you are standing. I don't know where northwest of the museum is. Are you trying to confuse me? Why would you say that? I was excited to see you. I said, hey girl, I'm almost there. Where you standing? You said, I'm north-south of the Nuts for Nuts truck. Why are you speaking in tongue? I think I just need space. Okay? Please stop doing that.
I disagree. I got this, and I disagree. I'm a directions girly.
I'm a directions girly too, but I do think this is hilarious.
But
But I learned directions because of New York. You gotta know if you're going west, east, north, or south.
I like to be oriented in this world. I've learned this. I kind of learned this when I was living in Austin, and I had a group of friends who knew how to get places, and I had a group of friends who had to use their GPS to go from their house to my house, and we would go to each other's houses every day, and they always used the GPS.
Oh, that's crazy.
For me, it's important to orient myself in the world.
Yeah, and you love maps.
Oh, yes, I'm a map girly. I'm a city girly. So I like to be oriented. I like to know where I'm going. I like my cardinal directions. Now, throw me outside right now. Actually, if you look at the sun, you could probably figure it out.
Yeah, I just think it's easy in New York because it's a grid. So, if you're looking south, if you see the Freedom Tower, you're looking north, if you see certain things.
Rises in the east and sets in the west.
Yeah.
Look at the sun. You're good.
You could also look at the sun.
Just look at the fucking sun.
What if it's cloudy? Because I tried to see Manhattan Henge the other day and it was cloudy, so it was ruined.
That's sad for you.
But I knew where to look. I knew to look west.
Well, yeah, there's a grid helping you.
Exactly.
I also think that walking and biking, mostly biking, really help you because you can't depend on your phone for directions. Now that I live in a city where I drive a lot more, I am mostly oriented at all times, but I don't know how to get places all the time. Ivan doesn't know left, right, north, south, east, west. He doesn't know left from right.
Which is okay. That's fine.
Some people have a hard time with clockwise, counterclockwise. It just doesn't make sense in their brains.
I'm trying to figure that out because you could to me, it makes sense because you just look at a clock and you can know.
Right, and you say
not the right way,
turn
it's counterclockwise.
Yeah. Ivan, this, I don't know. He has ADHD.
Oh, well, it's all under the umbrella.
It is a symptom of neurodivergence, is not knowing left and right and things like that. We're just so neurotypical. As you can tell from our TikTok podcast. Our podcast about Tic Tacs. All right, moving on.
Ooh, I want an orange TikTok. Tic Tac now. I used to love those orange Tic Tacs.
The tropicals are pretty good.
I haven't had those.
All right,
Okay,
let's do our audio highlight.
audio highlight is a song called The Spark. It was released in conjunction with the Irish Summer Festival, something I'm not going to pronounce because it's a very long name.
It's in Irish.
It's in Irish. You mean Gaelic?
Yeah, but you can also call that Irish.
Okay. A day of free creativity for children and young people. And so these young people created this banger of a song. Ben was the one who told me about this, and then I saw it on TikTok like days later.
Oh, I was seeing it a lot this week, but I couldn't decide how I felt about it, so I didn't send it to you. But
I like this song.
It's quite the trend. I just want to prove myself right, even though we've already moved on. The word Gaelic in English derives from Gaeilge, which is the word in Irish for the language itself. However, when English is being used, the Irish language is conventionally referred to as Irish, not Gaelic. Suck it.
Congratulations. You did it.
Thank you.
Last but not least, we have our section brands on TikTok. So Chipotle had been going viral because all the customers were saying their sizes, their portions were shrinking. So the CEO came out with this video apologizing, but not actual apologizing. It was just a very weird way to say like, nope, our portions aren't getting smaller. And if you give, the server a wink, wink, like they'll keep giving you more, basically. So there's an amazing parody by Mackenzie Barman.
Hey, you little stupid little assholes. It's me, the CEO of Chipotle. Will you shut up? We do big portions here. So if you want a little more pico in your burrito, first of all, just give a little to the worker. And if they're still not picking up on it, then you just one of those. It's just shut up. You guys keep complaining and we're just trying to have fun here. We're trying to get people excited, and our guys and our women. They're gonna load up your burritos. Not just our guys, but our women too, because we hire women. So stop with that shit. Seriously, just shut up. If you guys keep doing this, I might not be as rich, and that's really gonna piss me off. So come on into Chipotle. We're a fun family here. We're family and we're having fun, and we're gonna load up your shit. The portions haven't gotten smaller, guys. So stop. Seriously. And if you don't get enough, remember, just give them a little, and our guys will put more in there, and our girls. Our women. But seriously, stop.
This is a really good parody. She just highlights all the very deranged things that the CEO is saying.
This reminds me, wasn't there that CEO video that was going around about people needing to come back to the office, and then people were doing a parody of that?
Yeah.
And they were all in front of green screens of offices.
Yeah.
CEOs need to stop releasing videos because we're just going to mess with them on TikTok.
Yes, exactly. Beware.
Beware, CEO. I like Chipotle.
I don't.
Hot take.
Gives me diarrhea.
And there's a lot of cilantro in it, so you don't like cilantro. I'm a lover.
It's not for me.
It's for me. I love it. I do remember the first time I ever had Chipotle. It was in college, and it was on 8th Street at the Chipotle across from Asia Cafe. May Asia Cafe rest in peace.
R.I.P.
RIP. The best place ever. Mm-hmm. But I remember eating it and just being like, that was so much food. And I've never thought that again about Chipotle.
Shrinkflation.
It's inflation and shrinkage of portion size.
Right. Shrinkage of portion size is shrinkflation.
Oh, I thought you just said inflation.
Oh, no, I said shrinkflation.
It's a bad term. But also because I never order burritos there. I always order the bowl.
The bows. Well, I don't go there anymore because I've had one too many bad bathroom experiences after.
Sounds like a you problem.
Yeah, well, it sounds like a Chipotle problem. They wish they had my business.
You know who's better than Chipotle? Cava.
Yeah, obviously.
All those bowl places, though, it's all the same.
It's all the same. There's a Korean one called Koba that I love. I love Naya is another Mediterranean one.
Do you love Qdoba? Qdoba? No, me neither.
No, I don't. There's not a lot by me, so I don't go. Well, this has been fun. I have a fun announcement that Too Old for TikTok is now on YouTube, so you can listen to us on a YouTube channel. Isn't that exciting?
That's so exciting. I personally love YouTube. One of my favorite things to watch on YouTube is Chinese propaganda, which is pretty funny because I also have a TikTok about, or I also have a
podcast about TikTok.
Which people say is Chinese propaganda.
It's Chinese propaganda. Oh,
but I actually
special.
seek out propaganda because I love watching it. So
until next
time.
Thanks for listening.
Bye.
Goodbye.